We're back. It's 1990, and what do we have? Horror. Welcome back, everybody, for the 1990s decades of Screamtober right here on our channel. So let's go ahead and get started. We are starting off Screamtober with decade horror, and what that means is that each day we're going to go over a decade for the first weeks. We're picking out some of our favorite horror films, some of them that you know, some of them you might have to revisit again, and we're just going to do a quick synopsis and a quick review of what we think made that decade. So we're going to do 70s, 80s, 90s, the 2000s, and then we head on off to the streaming services. That's right. We're doing a versus horror. That's right. So we're going to be doing Tubi versus YouTube horror for one day. And then we're going to do HBO versus Amazon horror. And then we're going to finish that week off with Netflix and probably pop in some Roku horror. These are streaming channels that we have. Some of them are premium services, but YouTube and Tubi are free. So make sure that you check us out each week, each day, as we upload and give you a video what we think Screamtober is for us. For the 1990s, it's a little bit hard. There were some horror here for the 1990s, but we were able to do some of our favorite picks. Even some are made for TV, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, that were made for TV that basically ran like a movie, but some of our favorites are right here in the decade as well. So keep watching, join us right here as we go over Screamtober 1990s. Let's get the decade started with Nightbreed, 1990. A community of mutant outcasts of varying types and abilities attempts to escape the attention of a psychotic serial killer and redneck vigilantes with the help of a brooding young man who discovers them. Based on the novel Cable by Clive Barker, a troubled young man is drawn to a mythical place called Midian, where a variety of friendly monsters are hiding from humanity. Meanwhile, a sadistic serial killer is looking for a patsy. Then we have Stephen King's It, an original TV movie series. 1990. In 1960, 7 preteen outcasts fight an evil demon who poses as a child-killing clown who can shapeshift and feed on children's fears and kill them. After defeating the demonic clown as kids, it resurfaces 30 years later, and they must finish it off as adults once again. Tim Curry plays Pennywise the clown. Then we have Warlock, 1991. In Boston of 1691, a warlock is sentenced to death but escapes magically into the future, which is our present, followed by a witch hunter. There he is searching for 3 parts of the Devil's Bible, trailed by the witch hunter and the woman whose house he landed in. They must stop him, as the book contains the true name of God, which he can use to uncreate the world. Subspecies, 1991. 3 students get caught in the struggle between a good vampire and his evil brother in the Transylvania mountains. The evil vampire villain Radu returns to his hometown Prejnar after spending years in exile. He steals the precious bloodstone, which is said to be bleeding from All Saints, from his father and kills him. Meanwhile, 2 American schoolgirls team up with a local girl for work on Romanian culture. Radu becomes attracted to them but runs into trouble when his brother Stefan helps the girls. Another Stephen King hit, Sleepwalkers, 1992. Charles and his mother Mary moved to a small Indiana town, having recently fled Bodega Bay, California, after draining and killing a young girl there. They are sleepwalkers, supernatural creatures. They can change their appearance and they need the life force from young women. Charles has picked out young girl Tanya, whom he meets at a local high school, as his next victim. Warlock 2, The Armageddon, 1993. Every 600 years, a great evil has the opportunity to escape and unleash Armageddon. A group of 5 stones has the power to either free the evil or banish it for another 600 years. An order of druids train their children to battle an evil warlock determined to unleash his father upon the world by bringing a collection of 5 mystic rune stones together. Wishmaster, 1997. In 1127 AD in Persia, a sorcerer lures and traps a powerful jinn in the Stone of Secret Fire. The evil creature is released later, charges the stone with people's souls, and feeds with their fears, while chasing Alexandra, the one who awakened him, to force to make 3 wishes and unleash the demonic fiends upon the earth. This stars Andrew Divoff, Tammy Lauren, Robert Englund, Tony Todd, Ted Raimi, and Angus Scrimm as the narrator. Then we have Cube, 1997. 6 different people, each from a very different walk of life, awaken to find themselves inside a giant cube with thousands of possible rooms. Each has a skill that becomes clear when they must band together to get out. A cop, a math whiz, a building designer, a doctor, an escape master, and a disabled man. Each plays a part in their thrilling quest to find answers as to why they've been imprisoned. Followed by Stir of Echoes, 1999. A man is hypnotized at a party by his sister-in-law. He soon has visions and dreams of the ghost of a girl. Trying to avoid this, nearly pushing him to a brink of insanity as the ghost wants something from him, to find out how she died. The only way he can get his life back is finding out the truth behind her death. The more he digs, the more he lets her in. The shocking truth behind her death puts his whole family in danger. This stars Kevin Bacon. Then we have Audition, 1999. In Tokyo, Shigeharu Ariyama is a widower that grieves the loss of his wife and raises his son alone. 7 years later, the teenager asks why his middle-aged father does not remarry. Shigeharu takes an offer to screen girls at a special audition arranged for him by a friend to find him a new wife. The one he fancies, Asami Yamazaki, is not who she appears to be after all. Thanks everyone for joining me right here for our Decade Horror for SCREAMTOBER right here with First Films Productions. Again, if you don't see a movie that you love in this decade, comment down below and I might do a show just on that movie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next episode for the Millennium.